we welcome Ashlin Glatthar to the studio. Is that right?
Yes.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm glad you're here. And I'm glad you're here because we get to introduce you to everyone. Now, you've already been in your new position for a while now, right?
About a couple weeks.
You are the new director of the Goldsboro Wayne Travel and Tourism Office.
Yes, I am.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
So tell us about Ashlin.
About Ashlin.
Yeah, give me where you're from.
Okay, so I call home Hayesville, North Carolina.
Hayesville.
It's in Clay County in the very most western part of the state. It hugs Tennessee, Georgia, and North Carolina.
That's about as far west as you can go.
Yes, I went to high school there, and that's where I met my husband. And I went to college at UNC Greensboro.
Did you?
Yes.
Corner of Aycock and Spring Garden.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. And I majored in anthropology and Spanish.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
Anthropology and Spanish.
Yeah. So I had just a curiosity for cultures, archaeology, language, and from there I moved out to Colorado, and that's where my husband and I lived after we first got married, and he's in the service, and we've lived in Texas. And we were fortunate enough to come back to North Carolina about 3 years ago.
Great.
So in the meantime, I worked for hotels and sales and marketing.
Right.
And that's kind of what led me to get to know Goldsboro so well, is working in the hospitality industry. I worked with Betsy Roseman, the former Travel and Tourism Director.
Right.
And she took me under her wing, and I learned so much from her about what Goldsboro has to offer, which in return helped me do my job better when visitors and tourists came to stay at the hotels. And that was just part of my role in understanding what Goldsboro has to offer.
I'm sure Betsy would be very happy that you landed this position.
So.
Because we all love Betsy, and we miss Betsy very much. She passed away last year, of course, unexpectedly. So glad you're doing this. Now tell me about the travel and tourism. Do we really need, because I've heard this many times, what are we doing with a travel and tourism office? Do people actually tour Goldsboro, Wayne County?
Yes, people do come to Goldsboro for various reasons, but whether it's to visit Seymour Johnson Air Force Base and take tours of the flight line of the F-15s and the refueler wings, whether they're coming in just to visit family, but they want to understand the history of Seymour Johnson and the 4th Fighter Wing, as well as our Civil War history, as well as our famous barbecue restaurants.
Now you're talking.
So we do have quite a bit to offer, and travel and tourism is just a segment of economic development for any sort of city or county. So that would be my role, is to promote travel and tourism, but in return enhance the quality of life for residents, as well as bring in more people to Goldsboro to enjoy what we have to offer, and then potentially move here to help also contribute to our economic development.
I would have to say that there's a lot more travel and tourism than people realize here.
Yes.
A lot more. And Seymour Johnson's certainly a big draw. But so are so many other things as well. There's of course, there's family reunions here, and some of these families are enormous, and they fill up hotels.
It's very true, yeah.
They do, and not only that, but we have a small convention or two come to town once in a while. Of course, we've got a new big ag convention center that's underway.
Yes,
that we're all excited about.
That's kind of part of my initiative as well, is to promote the ag center, as well as start promoting the new multi-sports complex. That's the joint P4 initiative between our municipal government and the base.
Exactly.
And that will definitely help our younger kids get excited about sports, get them more active, as well as get them exposed to military life, and maybe get them excited to possibly join the armed forces. So it's kind of a great, like a recruitment tool, plus a way to stay active and possibly gain a scholarship to an institution one day. So there's a lot of opportunities that it's going to offer, not just the return of investment for the city, but it's also for our constituents as well.
And you're always promoting Goldsboro and Wayne County. So to whom do you promote? How do you do this? How do you sell Wayne County?
How do I sell Wayne County?
I ask you first.
Well, that's a good question. Right now we do have quite a bit of festivals. Like for instance, Beak Week, which just happened
yeah.
last month.
Yeah.
And as much as we want it to be a draw for our visitors, since it's still a developing and growing festival, right now we are focused on getting our local residents excited about it, and then telling their friends and family, their warm markets, about it to bring them here. And we have been doing more to cast the net wider to bring in the Wilmington area and the Raleigh area. And so year over year, we're learning as we go, and we already are working on more ideas to develop promotional videos and to get commercials going for it, or even just a YouTube channel for it. And then we've got our air show coming up.
Oh, yeah.
So, which is a hit with our local community.
Yes, it is.
But it has a huge draw across all of the military installations in eastern North Carolina, as well up to Virginia and down to South Carolina.
I've seen people come from Japan and Germany and Europe and, of course, Asia and from around the world to our Air Force Base to see the air show. But we also have the Pickle Festival. We have the Chili Challenge.
Absolutely.
And all these
Taste of Wayne.
Oh yeah, taste. All these things are big draws here in Wayne County and becoming bigger. Now, of course, the Pickle Festival has grown very much since it began some years ago and continues to grow, drawing people in from everywhere. But and of course, the Air Force Base.
Yeah.
We love Seymour Johnson Air Force Base.
Yes,
there's nothing else like it in the world.
Yeah.
It's the best.
So my job is to create excitement for people who live here. I think one of the things I was taken back by, maybe because I come from a small mountain town, is when I got here, people said, what is there to do in Goldsboro? Or they go jump to, is there anything to do in Goldsboro? So my job is to make the information of what we have to offer more accessible, more out there, up front, and easier to find. So that they have the tools and resources to know where to take their kids for parks, to know where to take their kids and to get excited for festivals coming up. And also for me to lend my ear out there for what would you want in Goldsboro to do. And then it's not reinventing the wheel, but seeing what maybe Raleigh has to offer, why people go to Raleigh to have fun, and maybe try to emulate some of those offerings here, right here in Goldsboro.
I would suggest, Ashlin, that anyone who says there's nothing to do in Wayne County or in Goldsboro, they're not looking.
Right.
They don't look to see what's here.
Right.
It's just the idea that we don't have anything, but we do.
Yes, we do.
You don't have to go to Raleigh.
The amount that the DGDC does, the Arts Council,
Oh,
Parks
yeah.
and Rec, and in our offices, it's baffling. Like, if you can't find what you want to do here, then that's surprising. Like I said, I come from a town where you have a lake and you've got mountains and woods, and that's fun. You can go hiking, you can really get that play outdoors. But for Goldsboro, you know, we can bring in attractions all day long, but my job is just to get more information out there, more easily accessible too.
There is plenty to do in Goldsboro and Wayne County.
Yeah.
Plenty to do, and it's the job of Ashlin Glatthar.
Yes, Glatthar.
Glatthar to see that everyone understands and knows what we do here, and it's also her job to bring in people from elsewhere as well.
Yes, get them to invest in our own community as well. And
so if you're in Saskatchewan right now watching this program, we want you to boogie on down here to Goldsboro.
yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yes.
Buy your flight in RDU and
That's
come
it.
see us.
That's right.
Yeah.
Or better yet, come on into Goldsboro Wayne Airport out here. Right?
There you go, the Wayne Executive Jetport.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly right. The Wayne Executive Jetport.
Yeah.
Now, they're going to get me for saying that.
Oh, I know.
The
It's
Wayne
okay.
Executive Jetport. Old habits are hard to break.
It's early. Don't worry.
It is. It is. All right. Well, our guest, Ashlin Glatthar, is our new director of the Travel and Tourism of Goldsboro and Wayne County, and I appreciate you coming in. It's great to meet you. Looking for great things.
Much. Yes.
Thank you,
I
Ashlin.
appreciate it.